They'll try the left side. Harding. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, Harding. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Steps away to his left. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Harding. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll go play action.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Cardinals still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say. Winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them moving in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And Howell will throw it. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another throw for Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On second down now, Harding.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Second down throw from Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Off-play action. It's Howell. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, Harding. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
From the 24, Powell. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing now is Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Murray now to throw.
Looking to shot for Woods, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
1st down, Hal to throw.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
This makes the score Commanders 17, Cardinals 3. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Darrell Taylor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. Here's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. From the 30 on second down. Murray able to get this one in the grind. And they just keep marching right along. Pickup of 8 there. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Chase Young
providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A nice little juke. A good return there, 17 yards.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chase Young, his second sack of the night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 30. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle